Day 10, 10:26 a.m. It's nominations day in the Big Brother house, and what the housemates don't know is that this week the viewers had been voting for their favourite housemates, and the person with the fewest votes will join this week's nominees in facing eviction.
When I say good, you say morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, shit.
Whoa! Oh.
It's young kid.
What happened?
Nomination day.
Oh, God.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, look at that. Hello. Touch his butt.
Okay, make out now.
Lewis G is having his breakfast.
Is that good? Have we tasted it?
Not yet, but it will be.
You gonna check some jam in it?
Yeah. Let me see
Raspberry.
if there's anything bad in this jam.
I think that's gelatin.
Just sugar. The rest is all right, it looks like.
Yeah, although I don't eat jam because I think it could have animal bones because of the gelatin. So the gelatin agent that it has is crushed cartilage of animal
Fuck
bones.
that. You wouldn't even know that unless someone like Kay was to tell you.
Yeah.
You beautiful girl. Gosh, what would I be without you here in this house?
I know. Bless you. You're learning and growing so much.
Yeah.
You're laying on a bit thick, ain't you?
What can I say? I'm a thick guy.
He's not. I don't think that's going to happen for you if you carry on like that.
Take a step back.
She said things to me that she won't say to anyone else. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Don't mean shit, bro.
No, it does to
All
me.
that means is you're friend zoned.
No.
Friends.
That's good. That's a good friend to have.
Kian has made an observation.
I think Isaac's starting to see a little different side to Lewis G.
You think?
Yeah.
Do you know
I think
what?
they're either really going to get on or Isaac's going to be really nerved by him.
Do you know what's happening? They're both feeding off each other. They're feeding off each other, and it's kind of sad to see because I thought Isaac was a nice guy, and Lewis is going to drag him down with him.
I don't think he benefits from his friendship with Lewis G on a social level. Maybe it benefits him because he's having banter with them, but
makes him laugh.
yeah, but socially as a group, no, and I think he realises that too.
Yeah.
Zoe is feeling uneasy.
I think I might have a bubbly bum because I'm nervous about nominations.
Yeah.
This is gonna be so much different than fucking coins.
Yeah.
You're
It
kind of
depends
like
how
in
you do
charge
it
of
as
your...
well.
Because like with coins, you're kind of like in charge of your own destiny, right?
Yeah.
But with this, you're just like, well, I was addicted to this person, bye.
Yeah. Oh, it's hard, isn't it?
It's so hard, Zoe.
1:49 p.m. The housemates have been gathered in the living room for their first round of nominations.
I hate this.
See? They're okay with that. You should be okay too.
This is Big Brother. You are reminded that your nominations are your own choice and should not be influenced by any other housemate. All housemates must remain in the living room while nominations take place. Can Akeem come to the diary room?
Good luck, bro.
Please, good luck.
I just suddenly felt sick.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's not face-to-face camera, you're a bit gutted.
Oh, ho, ho. Here we go.
Hello, Akeem. Could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My first nomination will be Lewis G. In terms of the situation regarding the mints, obviously I appreciate he was very drunk, but again, it was still a lot of unnecessary actions that took place that night. But you know, the behaviour has to stop in that manner. That's the reason why that's my first nomination, Big Brother. My second nomination is Lewis F. When Zoe the other night had the power with the coin, Obviously, she had to make a decision. When you're shouting consistently for several minutes, it does impact you know, the person making the decision and also impact others as well. It certainly did have an impact on how the night went as well. So again, I feel like that's the reason why I'm nominating him.
Who's next, Brooke? You next.
Akima's coming back.
Why is he walking like that,
This
man?
Big Brother.
What the fuck? Sorrows.
That's fucking tough.
Well done.
Oh, leave
Well
it
done.
out.
Well done.
Hello, Brooke. Could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My first nomination is Lewis G. There was that whole thing with the mints. He turned on everyone, like even the people who weren't involved. He said, I thought you were all okay, but none of you are. And he did apologise for that, but I think that sometimes he speaks his truths when he's in one of those moments, and it comes out that he actually doesn't like many people. My second nomination is Lewis F. I think he's becoming really, he's isolating himself from everyone, and I try so hard to kind of like bring him out and not let him get down, but because he is an overthinker and he knows he's an overthinker, and I think that's really interfering with the time he has here, so he's not really enjoying himself.
My first nomination is Kay. I'm just sick of the whole vegan stuff. It's just constant. I find it really boring. You know, when she tries to question your empathy and integrity, I find that kind of a little bit disrespectful. And everything has got to be always about veganism. I mean, Jesus, I've heard the word vegan about 500 times in this house. I'm absolutely sick of hearing the word. The second nomination was really difficult, but my second nomination is unfortunately going to be Kennelly. With the whole Zoe thing, the fact that she was sleeping in bed 13, she had to make that decision. I didn't like how certain people sort of really shouted at her and tried to sway the decision, and kind of made it all about them and was screaming and shouting, and I thought she was one of the ones that really did do that quite dramatically, and I just thought it was unnecessary. Zoe had to make a difficult decision, and I thought people should have given her the respect to be able to make that decision.
My first nomination is Lewis G. He can just be a bit of a tit at times, although he's a sweetheart. He can just be a bit rambunctious in his nature. It's just a flaw when it comes to social situations by having such attention-seeking ways. My second nomination would be Isaac. At times he can be subconsciously dismissive to people's conversations in the house and maybe not have an open mind. He is a good guy and he is open-minded, but maybe not to the degree of certain conversations that may be taking place in the house.
My first nomination is Lewis F. I think he segregates himself from the group quite a lot. I don't know what he's fucking doing, but he's always on his own. And the other night as well, when it was Zoe's chance to swap or keep her coins, the way he went on was a bit forceful. I just didn't think it was right. My second nomination is Kennelly. I just think she's a bit over the top sometimes with, like, when she's trying to be funny or she's trying to banter, I just think she's a bit over the top and, like, tries a bit too hard. So I just don't think, like, we're on the same sort of level sometimes.
See, the thing about me is I'm really smart. That's the thing about me, is I'm like really smart.
I can tell.
Oh, fuck.
Go for it till it steps foot. No, as soon as his foot goes down.
Grueling, isn't it, man?
Right. Did you have to slate people?
Pretty much.
So now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 down.
You're a helmet.
I'm just honest. No fakeness about me, no imitations, no nothing. This is.
Yeah, but you can do that without being a fucking helm, can't you?
No, I don't.
That's what I do.
No,
take a leaf out of my book.
Labels. You don't need me calling you nothing. I don't need to.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
That's the difference.
What are you
I don't
talking
need
about?
to call you anything. Silence is golden. We got them all listening.
Shut up, Lewis, bro. Fucking hell.
We got them all listening. This is good. I can feel tension building in here, and I'm starting to like it.
What, between me and you? Yeah, you like that?
I didn't feel much between me and you.
Yeah, well, it's gonna happen if you keep doing this shit.
Oh, well, make for a good show, won't it?
Don't encourage him.
Fucking little wind up, ain't you?
Don't let me wind you. I don't want to wind you up.
Exactly. Well, fucking shut up then.
Coming up, Kennelly calls out Lewis G.
Do you do it on purpose?
I just do what I want
Do you want
when
house
I want.
enemies? Is that what you're trying to
No, I just
like?
do what I want when I want.
Do you have any consideration for anyone else?
Be prepared for offensive language. (3:51 p.m). Housemates have been nominating for 2 hours. So far, Lewis F and Lewis G have received 3 nominations. Kennelly has 2, and both Isaac and Kay have received 1 nomination each.
This is Big Brother. Could Kay come to the diary?
Go on, Kay!
That's a proper bird, that is.
First nomination is Isaac. I've seen some of his sides when he snaps at times. Feels a bit negative, like a negative sort of energy within those moments that, for me personally, can make me feel uncomfortable at times because I'm not really used to that, I guess.
Kay, could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
Cameron. I'm so sorry, Cameron. It's like everything's like difficult for him, and it's like he's strained on many things. And I guess I'd love to see him sort of enjoy himself more and even more so come out of his shell. And I know that takes time, but that's it.
Okay, so my first nomination is Lewis G, because he just seems a bit self-centred and rude, and I think he just gets a kick out of agitating people. He just sometimes frustrates me, and I don't want to get like into it with him, so I just sit there quiet, but inside I just look at him, and sometimes I just don't understand how someone could be so rude and selfish. Yeah, so my second nomination is Lewis F. Sometimes he is negative when sometimes the situation's, you know, positive, and he just sometimes plants a negative seed in the group, and that negativity sometimes rubs off on me and makes me feel a bit down or whatever.
My first nomination is Isaac. I think he's disrespectful, intimidating. He's got no consideration for any of the housemates. He eats all the food, he drinks all the drink, he hides the alcohol so he can have more for himself. Disrespectful, inconsiderate, alpha male bullshit, and him and his best mate have got a vendetta against me. Being around them two is making me anxious. I don't want to live with him. My second nomination is Lewis G. For some reason, he thinks that there should only be one person in this house with the name Lewis. He's done nothing but try and provoke me and intimidate me and wind me up and get to me and basically just put me down from the moment you come in this house. If the conversation's not about him, he'll do something aggressively and intimidating towards the other housemates so we all face him. If he's not getting attention, he'll do something ridiculous, like come in and wake everyone up and bang and shout and scream, look at me, I'm here, I'm awake, give me all the attention that I need. He's fucking draining to be around, he's toxic, he wants to be the alpha male, everything has to be about him. He is a game player, a manipulator, he's playing up to the public, and he's fake as fuck.
Hello, Lewis. Could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
Yep, I'm nominating Lewis F, because there's only room for one Lewis in this house, and that's me. I feel like his vibe is just not, you know, not a good vibe. He's hardly around me or, you know, mostly everyone when we're doing stuff. He talks about coming in here to grow as a person. But us, if you ask me, he's just reclusing. You can't be like that in here. And then the other day, I feel like he swayed Zoe to take my coins on purpose. So, Lewis F, first nomination, bang. My second nomination is Kennelly. I mean, I don't find she brings much to the table. Honestly, she don't entertain me. I'm here to, you know, I want to get entertained as well and have fun in here. And she's not contributing to that. And all she's really doing for me is drinking alcohol that I could be drinking, to be honest, and eating food that I could be eating.
So my first nomination is Louis G, just because he uses people's weaknesses against them and tries to annoy people in the house purposely sometimes to get reactions. He's a shit stirrer. He loves a bit of drama and he is in here to play that game. My second nomination is Tomas, because I feel like he made me question myself during the mining task. He put me in a difficult position of, if I find the diamond, to give it to him. When I said, no, if I find it, I will hand it in, it then seemed a bit off with me, and I don't really want people to hold things against me that's not my fault. I felt like he were offended, and I don't want to have to watch what I say to someone just because I think they're going to get offended.
Hey, what's it gonna be when you're up against me? Hey, 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 yeah. What's it gonna be if you're up against me? Hey, yeah.
Isaac, you don't need to fucking laugh.
No, I'm actually not, bro, for the first time. You're actually starting to fucking do my head in now, to be honest. Like, just that throwing that plate on the table did it for me. Like, that did it for me, man.
Chill, G. Chill. Chill. Chill.
It's not funny, bro. It's actually mad, man. You go out your way to be a dick for no reason, bro. Obviously, you're playing this little game. Like,
It's not to
I
be
don't
a dick,
understand what you're
it's just
getting.
to- it's just to
you're a
entertain
fucking prick, mate.
myself.
Like, if we weren't in here, I'd have gave you a slap.
Yeah, but
I would have
this
gave you a
wouldn't have
slap.
happened in here. Then we would have had a fight.
No, it wouldn't have been a fight, bro.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have been a
would've.
fight. Definitely not.
It
would not have
would've.
been a fight. No way.
It would have. But you know,
You fucked it with me now, mate. Seriously, you fucked it with me now.
that was good. That's
good,
Stop
that's
trying
good.
to talk like me then. Stop trying to talk like me then.
hell.
I can get my own uniqueness back. That's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Okay. Now you got no mates in here.
Nah, I never did. I had acquaintances. I had housemates. Sorry, I got housemates. That's what they're called. Ooh, yeah. What's it gonna be?
Do you do it on purpose?
I just do what I
Like,
want
do you want
when
house
I want.
enemies? Is that what you're trying
No,
to
I just
like?
do what I want when I want. That's
He's
what
just
I'm
a
gonna
fake
call
little
it.
prick.
Do you
simple
have
as
no
that. He's just fake as
consideration?
fuck.
Like, do you have
Fake
any
as fuck,
consideration
mate.
for anyone else?
I'm just gonna do what I want when I want.
Fair enough.
Well done.
Stan, you missed it. I got on well mad.
This is Big Brother. Could Tomas come to the diary room?
Tommy!
Baby. Go get him.
Yeah, I'm talking proper like hurt. All I did was throw my plate on the table and people got well upset with me as well, funny.
Hello, Tomas. Could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My first nomination is Louis G. He can switch from a sweet and funny guy into this obnoxious side of him that just feeds of a negative energy that he creates. Like, he can throw a comment to somebody and just wait for their reaction. If they get riled up, everybody's very much on the edge when he starts doing his thing. The anticipation of him coming up with something unpleasant is always there. My second nomination is Louis F. he gets in his own head and just gets very riled up. So he will remove himself from the group often when there's like a group situation going on and just sit on the side. And I just wish he could be more involved. Like, for example, at the party, he was like on the side all the time just because he wasn't involved with everybody else. And also a few times before when we had like city group games, he wouldn't get involved. And this is a group environment. And I just wish he would get more involved when the group is all together.
My first nomination is going to be Lewis G. He kind of just makes himself centre of attention. It's like a switch goes on and then he'll just start doing something to piss people off, like on purpose. He gets like some kind of buzz off it and it's not nice to watch, like especially when he does it to Lewis F. He's tried being the centre of attention just now. I think Isaac, thank goodness, has seen what everyone else is seeing from Lewis G. My second nomination is going to be Sian. Sometimes we might be having a conversation in a group and we might be trying to pass the time by asking what's the capital city of Australia. She ended up shouting out Brazil. Stuff like that winds me up. Sometimes I feel like people do that on purpose to like either get a reaction or because they think it's funny. It's like they're trying to act less intelligent than what they actually are, and I don't know why she does it. I just feel like she does it on purpose sometimes.
Lewis, you might be against me and you're going to be in trouble, mate.
Yeah?
Stop!
Lewis versus Lewis. Yeah.
Maybe you'll get a stay and I'll go, but at least I've been me.
I've been me too. You can't say I haven't.
Come on.
What do you mean?
This is a character you've created.
No, mate. It's called being fun.
It's not, man.
It's better than being a recluse like you anyway.
I'm only recluse when you're in the room.
No.
Just ignore him, he wants a reaction. That's
now,
all he
is it
wants.
me? You can't say that. How can you start trying to blame it on me?
Lewis G received 8 nominations and Lewis F received 6, which means they both face eviction. Joining them will be the viewers' nominee, Isaac, who received the fewest votes in this week's viewer poll. Housemates are unaware that there'll be a chance to save a nominee from eviction when the Game Changer competition is introduced tomorrow. "5:36 p.m. Isaac has come to talk to Big Brother.
What's on your mind?
What's going on is, I just had a bit of a disagreement with Lewis. Like, I ended up saying, like, if it was on the outside world, it'd be different. I would have given him a slap. I said something like that, but I don't want it to come across like in an aggressive manner, because I'm not saying, like, I'm gonna have a fight with the boy or anything, but I was just fucking annoyed. And I'm not saying I didn't go in his face or anything like that, and I just don't want it to affect my time in here. Like, I'm just not gonna chat to him no more. Bridges have been burnt with him now. He's a fucking little prick, but I don't want, like, something I said, like, in the heat of the moment to affect my time in here.
Isaac, as you know, Big Brother doesn't tolerate violence or threats of violence in the house.
Yeah, OK. I definitely won't. I'm just not going to talk to him at all now.
Kay has something to say to Lewis F.
I'm really sorry.
What for?
For giggling when it came to you. I think I just got caught up in everything because I genuinely just always laugh at him.
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at specifically?
Oh, him being him.
Being what though? Because it seems to me you're only doing it when he's saying shit about me.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you
Seems like
serious?
you're proper antagonising him. Yeah, it does a
Oh
little
my
bit.
God, yeah, no.
Like just then a minute ago, when even when Isaac like saw what he was about, you just kept laughing at him and giving him the attention that he needs. And it just seems to me like, I don't know, for a second in my mind, I felt like you were doing it on purpose.
No, God.
And it's all been when he's basing his energy, we'll say, towards me.
No, not at all. Do you know what it is? I just genuinely find him harmless and funny, and he's one of those completely unfiltered, doesn't care whether people like him or not.
I think it's all premeditated.
I don't think it is. I think that's him. I think that's him all his life. But because he's got this like energy when he does it, I can see he doesn't mean it. And again, I don't want to put this label on myself. I'm so naive, but I don't know. I think he likes you. Like even like I don't but in here, I was just laughing about everything. And then started getting actually quite upset because I felt like even though I know he's, you know, antagonizing and people are getting pissed off, but then when everybody was laying into him, I started feeling really...
You feel sorry for him,
well, then
but
I
not
started...
for me when he's coming at me.
No, but the thing is, because I didn't think he meant it, because I think he likes you.
I just think you're too... I'm not going to say the word naive. Maybe you being too nice and too pure is probably your only flaw as a person. I'm not saying it's a bad thing necessarily.
No, I know,
but everyone can see what he's doing, and if you can't see that, then you do know that, like, he's just trying to impress you, like the vegan meal and shit like that. And
but I think maybe he's genuinely liking it. Like, not even for me, but just...
Yeah, but be careful, because I don't want you getting, like, manipulated. And I think you're a beautiful human. Obviously, we have a good connection, we have good conversations, and I want to continue getting to know you. But when he's going out of his way to spend a lot of time with you, I must take a step back.
I know.
I like you. I think you are beautiful. You're a beautiful human. And maybe he's found out about that. Maybe he just knows, or maybe he's just doing it because he wants a little cuddle buddy. I don't know. But in his mind, I'm the competition. And if he beats me, he's the better Lewis. He's beat the good-looking guy without blowing me on trumpet.
That's not going to happen
and
anyway,
he gets the
because
prize.
I don't know what to do, because this is what I mean. I'm too fucking nice for my own good, because now I don't want to not speak to him or, like, retract.
Don't
but at the same
change.
time,
Don't change. He's not done anything wrong to
you.
you.
Know what it is? Because I'm nice and giving and allowing, and that's the problem. I have such inner peace that I'm allowing with anything. I'm like, oh, that's fine. And now that's happening. Now the other people are going to turn.
It's not.
Do you know what I mean? It's like,
I'll talk to them. I'll talk to them.
Coming up, it's all too much for Kay.
Guys, I'm going to get the emergency exit.
No, don't say that.
Kay, stay up. No, Kay, come with me. Come here.
Be prepared for offensive language. 7:18 p.m. Kay is feeling emotional.
I literally want to come out the exits. Like, I'm fine. I don't want the cameras to even see me or anything.
Right, okay, what's up?
I don't know. I'm having, like, I'm freaking out.
Why?
I don't know. Because of everything. And
why?
I don't want to be weak.
No, no, don't go nowhere. Don't go anywhere. No, don't go anywhere.
No, but I feel like
what's the matter?
If I could... I don't want this on. I don't know where to hide toilets.
Oh, bless you.
I want to store us.
Sorry. This is absolutely
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
What's going on?
I just feel I've just upset everyone
by
encouraging Lewis and all his behaviour, because I just...
Listen,
obviously, I've not seen majority of the things everyone else has seen, and the other Lewis has explained everything that's been going on.
You're entitled, even if you wanted to laugh and you loved him and you told us to fuck off, you're allowed to feel like that. You don't owe anybody anything, and you're allowed to feel exactly what you want to feel.
I just feel like it's all a bit much in here for me. I don't know if I can do it, Kenny. God, I'm just not made for this. There's just so much, like, people talking about people. Oh my God.
Lewis G is talking to Big Brother.
Hello, Lewis.
Hello.
How are you?
Not so good, man. I messed up a bit, obviously, being in that room. I got so bored and, like, just hearing all the same combos, being around everyone locked in the room like a cage for that long. I just started, you know, trying to wind people up, and unfortunately, I've just, you know, ruffled the wrong feathers and, you know, ruined one of my good friendships in here. But I should expect the worst, so I've brought it upon myself, and I just feel like right now, I don't know, a bit down about it, really.
How do you feel like the nominations went?
I reckon I'm up for sure. I must have got the most nominations, but when you've got my character, that's expected, because, like I said, I say things to, you know, get a rise out of people sometimes, because I think that's entertaining and I think that's a bit fun as well. But I've ruined, you know, my reputation a bit with the other housemates. Even though they didn't decide, I still probably came off as a bit of an arsehole, really. But, you know, I can't do anything about that, so, yeah.
I don't want this to be on television. This is just ridiculous. Like, clearly I'm just a little fairy, I don't know. And any little thing, like, really bothers me. And now, because I'm thinking, everyone's thinking that I'm encouraging Lewis and siding with him or whatever, people are going to think I'm two-faced. And because majority of my life, because I'm so too sweet and too good, it's like people could think, oh, but is she actually like that, or is she two-faced? And that's been following me my whole life, and now it's like happening here as well. And I just don't know what to say to you. Like, if you want to label that naive, if I'm stupid, maybe I am. I don't know.
And again, you're like,
this is what I did with Amelia. This is like happening.
You're human. You don't, we have different emotions, we feel different literally within an hour. You can go through so many different emotions.
I just don't think the other Lewis is meaning it. You know, he's kind of just harmless,
that's the thing, though.
like
He
the
does
clown.
mean it. He does mean it. This is like, I mean, you could literally keep counting the amount of times he's done stupid shit like this. He
And
does
some of the
mean
things I
it.
haven't even seen. I haven't even been there for them.
It's
So
just, I just think with you laughing, and I'm sure you're not doing it maliciously, but it's just you're coming
course.
across as his bitch, so to speak. Because, you know, you're laughing at him, you're giving him the encouragement, and I don't necessarily think that's what you want to do, but that's the way it's coming
it's
across.
ridiculous, though. That's
Because you're the only one in there laughing, and you know it's not a laugh that's just oh haha. It's fueling him. And it's,
I don't come from a world of like bitching or malice. I'm struggling with the whole experience, to be honest. Actually, fuck it, Big Brother. I don't want to be in an environment that begins to be toxic and people are talking about people and the smallest of things. Like, I just think it's stupid. And now even you saying that and the fact that that's going to be on telly, like I'm someone's bitch, me? Like, I think that's really disrespectful.
I thought what you did was disrespectful.
You know,
but,
Lewis
you know.
is not my type as such or anything like this. I don't see people like him in my world. And I just found it genuinely, like, it just gave me a little bit of entertainment in this place, which can get really boring.
What it does seem like is just a little bit that there's like tinted glasses when you look at Lewis.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the glasses need to come up a bit because he's not as sweet as what maybe he presents to you. But then I still understand why you know, can't see it.
Guys, I'm so sorry that I'm gonna just, Big Brother production, can't do it.
Eight or 9 p.m. Isaac is expressing his frustration with Lewis G.
What annoys me, he's supposed to be like, I've said it to you loads of times, I class him as like a friend I'd ring up and be like, do you know what I mean? Things like that, not just a fucking mate in here. And he said he had the cheek to say, I ain't got friends now, I've got acquaintances. And the fact that he didn't mean it makes it even worse, that he just said it because people are there, like, that makes it even worse. If he did regard me as acquaintance, all right, cool. But the fact that he said it just because of the fucking audience and to get one over on the argument is even worse. So, but I've had time to think, and I probably will fucking forgive him at some
Just
point.
be open-minded, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on then.
Come on in,
I'm having
sister.
I'm choking. I think I'm having a nervous breakdown.
No, do not.
Guys,
Come
I'm
on.
going to get the emergency exit.
No, don't say that.
Kay, stay
I'm like,
Kay, come with me.
Come here.
Can't breathe in
Come
this
here.
house.
Okay, come on.
Look at me. You're fine. Look at me.
You're fine.
Breathe in. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe in through your mouth and your nose.
In the nose, out the mouth.
This is Big Brother. Would Kay come to the diary room?
Oh my God,
Come on.
This is such a scene.
You're gonna take her, right? You're gonna take her, yeah?
Oh yeah, come on. Feeling better?
I don't know this on. This is ridiculous.
No, go on. Get your breathing back. Into your nose, out your mouth. And if you're liquor and have another one, make sure and have adrenaline. Like, get up and do side jumps and stop, so I get through the whole time.
Yeah, thank you. Guys, I don't want to be on camera. I know I've already, like, ruined it. And I really, I can't go and face the people. I can't even face Cameron because I just think he's just, he's just a very young boy that's just says flippant things.
Okay. Right now, it's just you and Big Brother having a talk. You don't have to worry about anything else.
But it's not, is it? Because, you know, anything could be used. And I know it's probably making a great performance, but this is not the sort of performance that I wanted to.
Just take your time, Kay.
Obviously, I wanted to come on here. No one forced me. But I also think I didn't really realise how difficult this might, you know, get here and how many issues I might have within myself for something like that to set me off like this, for me to start crying and panicking over the whole thing, because it's like I feel, you know, I've done the wrong thing and now the housemates are judging me for it and now the public's gonna, you know, but the main thing is it's not that I'm even worried about I think the public is very smart and they can see through anyone. So I'm not worried about them thinking I'm a sympathiser with Lewis, like he's, you know, sidekick, whatever. I think they can see that, you know, I'm just literally like entertained by his character because it's funny. He brightens up the day sometimes, you know, when it's boring. But I do get it if it's at another person's expense, and this is where, you know, you do have to draw the line. And I'm sorry that I obviously laughed when he was talking about Lewis F, because all I know is love. All I see is love. It's actually very simple. I mean, is this Lewis G that much of a monster? Is it? I mean, am I just being an absolute idiot?
8:53 p.m. Lewis F has a question for Kay.
You're not gonna leave me?
No.
Don't leave us, Kay.
I swear.
Don't. We will help you, girl. We will help you. This is just a little blimp. Do you know what? It's like all the other times you've had like a little vegan burger and you've gotten over, you've had it. You just have a big double fuck-off vegan burger now, and it's taking a little bit longer to consume, but you're going to finish it, and we're going to be here when you finish it, because you're not walking away from this burger.
Cameron is in the diary room talking about Kay.
With her, I just feel like, you know, every time something comes up, you know, that she's in the wrong or she's in a bad or sticky situation, or it's the waterworks, it's the, you know, going and personally trying to sort of attack you and your integrity. And I just feel like maybe she's not as nice as everyone's making out. But I'm one of those people that does speak my mind. I'm not going to mince my words. I don't go out my way to offend people. But at the same time, if people want to take offence to things and little things like that, this is Big Brother, for fuck's sake. You know, there are going to be some, you know, nasty words, and you're just going to have to learn to deal with them at the end of the day. Oh.
Lewis G has made an observation.
Man, I've made Isaac so mad.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's not. But you've recognised that, so that's a start.
Yeah, but I was just winding... You know, the only reason I got that was because we was in that room for so long. And obviously, I'm hearing the same thing all the time. I just thought I'm going to try and wind people up a bit to entertain myself.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, not the closest people to you.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Because...
Like, when you're doing that and being you, sometimes it's funny and, like...
And we do love that
it.
about you.
Yeah, like...
But then sometimes
but
when
don't target people that like you and that are close to you, that love you, because then it's just a bit like, what?
Because you are best friends in here. Yeah. And so you're like, it's you and you... It's always you two against the world, like, and now...
Yeah.
And now you've both separated, and it's like a fucking breakup. Yeah. We're all going through it.
It sucks, but like I said, it's just... None of that would have happened if we were in there for so long.
Isaac probably knew this would happen at some point. But it's how you handle it from here that shows who you really are.
You can tell that he cares about you because you don't.
Yeah,
you know, he lets you keep pushing.
Yeah, and if
you there's only so much that someone can take.
And if you were an asshole through and through, you'd have carried on.
Yeah.
Right now, you'd have carried on because if you didn't care about his feelings and didn't care about us.
Definitely. You smell good. You just put on some aftershave.
No, I just had a bath.
Smell it.
Coming up, Lewis G tries to make amends.
I don't want us to not be friends. Yeah. You know, the way we go on that every day in here, that is something special.
He prepared for offensive language. 10:18 p.m. Isaac, Sean and Thomas are in the garden talking about Lewis G.
Do you feel sorry for him?
No.
You just want another friend?
No, not even that.
You want your bromance back?
I just don't know when to fucking chill out. Just goes over the top all the time. No, he don't even like that vegan shit he's eating.
Of course.
Fucking hates it. Every mouthful. Bring some warmth over here, come on.
Sina, I need a pillow, yeah. Is it wet?
Yeah.
Cameron and Kay are clearing the air.
What I want you to know is that I didn't call you that. What I was saying is that's how it could come across, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And how it was possibly coming across, and I just wanted to almost make you aware of that so that you would sort of like go, oh, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Maybe it wasn't the best choice of words, I'll admit that.
Yeah, sidekick would have been better.
Yeah, the reason I use that word is because if somebody said it to me, I wouldn't necessarily need someone to censor it, if you know what I mean, and that's what I had already said, if you know what I mean.
I've just never been, like, addressed like that, so it
I tried to do it as politely as
I know you did. I know.
conceivably.
It's just, I guess, just choice of words.
Do you want to have a hug? Well, I'm not really good at hugs, but...
11:49 p.m. Lewis F is talking to Big Brother.
Maybe he's had me subconsciously gloat a little bit. I'm not saying I'm psychic or anything, but I've called a few things out that have happened. My intuition is bang on. And now even his best mate, Isaac, has switched on him because of the way he's behaving towards me and towards other housemates. He's not a nice person. And I've been proved right again. I called it early doors. I'm right again. Maybe I am psychic. Maybe I am.
Yo, we gotta just watch it, bro. Like, what it was, it was just, you know what I'm like. I like getting rises out of people. Obviously, you know, something happened to where I pissed you off, and that's not what I want, man.
Yeah.
You know, obviously I said, you know, that comment about we're not friends, but it's obvious we are friends, you know?
Yeah.
And
that's the main thing that done me, innit? When it was like, well, obviously, like, I don't consider you as like a friend in here. Like, I consider you a good friend. Like, I trust you. And when you said about the acquaintance thing, it was more the fact that I knew you didn't mean it, but you said it because everyone else was there, or to get a reaction out of me, or just to win the argument. That's what done me, innit?
Yeah, and it's just...
I just felt fucking like...
That's just part... I mean, it's being in it. You're right, I do things not to impress, to just in front of people act differently. Yeah. You know, and... I mean, obviously, it's just gonna affect... I don't want us to not be friends.
Yeah.
You know? The way we go on that every day in here, that's like... That is something special, man.
Trust me, and that's what keeps me going and shit as well. I felt like fucking crying when I went into the bathroom. I thought, fucking hell, man. Like, whether there's... I know it would have been different if no one was there. I know it would have.
None of this would have happened, man.
Like, oi. I was only joking. I was just trying to get under their skin. I'd have been like, all right, cool, sweet then. I can tell you're fucking talking real and you're coming from the heart, so of course, it's cool, bro.
Thanks,
it's cool,
bro.
man.
I'm sorry, man.
It's done, G.
You're smelling pretty fresh.
Let's neck this then. Go pissing people off then or what?
Tomorrow